products. Secondly, the sister asked about, inshallah, she is planning on performing hajj this year. And she's worried about if the menses happen to come on the last days of hajj, like during Mina, and before performing Tawaf al-Ziyarah. Tawaf al-Ziyarah is the main Tawaf for hajj, because Umrah consists of the following pillars: Ihram, Tawaf, and Sa'i. And the Hajj consists of the same pillars with an extra one, which is Al-Wuqufu bi-Arafah. But a Tawaf, in the case of Hajj, comes after returning from Arafah. So you may start performing Tawaf al-Hajj, Tawaf al-Ziyarah, on the 10th day of the month of Dhul Hijjah. So she says, if I experience the period, then I will not be able to perform Tawaf. And I go home, is my marriage invalid? You see, this is where people confuse the issues. You know, there is no error in Hajj or Umrah or any ibadah which will invalidate your valid marriage. But basically, one of the restrictions of Ihram, so long as you are in the condition of Ihram, you're not allowed to enjoy the intimate relationship with your spouse. You're not allowed to have sexual relations. Okay. That's why when people return from Arafah and they throw the stones, and they slaughter their hajj, they offer their hajj, now they trim their hair, or they get a haircut, or they shave their head, then they change into the regular clothes. They wear their perfume, they clip their nails. Everything of what was restricted now is permitted, except a husband and wife relationship. That's why this condition is known as التحلل الأصغر. It's a minor tahallul, it's incomplete tahallul. In order to have a complete tahallul, proceed on, perform Tawaf al-Ifada. Tawaf al-Ifada. When you perform this Tawaf and Sa'i, now you are in a state of complete tahallul. You can enjoy having a husband and wife relationship. Okay. So she says, if I don't get to perform this Tawaf because of the menses and I have to go home, would that invalidate my marriage? First of all, we said it would not invalidate the marriage. Secondly, says who that you're allowed to leave without performing Tawaf al-Ifada? It is not up to you. Because Allah the Almighty says, وَأَتِمُّ الْحَجَّ وَالْعُمْرَةَ لِلَّهِ. This ibadah, once you start, you must complete it off. You must finish it off. It's not permissible to say, I quit. I'm going to do it next year. No. You have to complete it. So in this case, women, while having the menses, are not allowed to perform Tawaf according to the hadith. They must wait until the period is over. But the sister said, hey, the period started on the last days of Hajj. And subhanAllah, we just heard another question from one sister from Nigeria, that the period lasted in Ramadan for 15 days. And you know that when you get a visa to perform Hajj, you're given a certain number of days that you cannot exceed. You violate the visa, you will be banned from coming back, and you will be exposed to big penalty. And who would allow you to stay anyway? You know, you can barely find a room for yourself during Hajj and your family. What about a whole group coming from another country? The solution, according to Sheikh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, is there. If this woman is coming with a company and she has to live in this caravan, then perform ghusl, even though the period is still on. Perform ghusl, wear your regular pad, and perform Tawaf and Sa'i, and you are exempt from Tawaf al-Wada'. Then that is valid because of your condition. Wallahu ta'ala a'la wa a'lam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.